Last time on the Outer Worlds.
Excuse me, ma'am. Look, I know you want your power regulator and all, but I just gotta ask you. Do you
What?
understand what you're about to do?
Oh, yes. Yes, I do.
Well, time to get chewed out by Adelaide.
Hey
That's
there.
the thing about growing old. Your eyes start to fail. Elsewise, I would have seen you for the snake that you are, chopped you into pieces and roasted you on a spit. You want my flock wasting their lives in that cannery? Fine. Go and talk to them. Go talk to Grace and Thomas. Look them in the eye and tell them their life here is over.
I met a worker by the name of Thomas. He says he wants to be an engineer.
Thomas. Thomas Kemp? I remember him. Had to write him up for daydreaming a few too many times.
You should give him a chance. He has a knack for it.
He tries real hard, Mr. Thompson. This is something he wants to do.
My more
That'll make
important
him twice as
question
good.
was, does he have any
I will
hair
give him a
under
chance
that
to
hat?
impress me. If he knows
Or
his
is he
way
just
around a
balding?
toolbox, I may have a place for him in the
But
Holcomb
that's just me.
workshop.
Stop vibrating, you vibratory bitch. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Clearly! Why keep saying that?
I shouldn't have called it a bitch.
It did not like you saying that at all.
Shame about her former captain. Horrible way to die. How are you feeling, by the way?
Hey,
I
whoa,
lost track
whoa,
of you in that
whoa,
cave back there.
shh. Quiet about that.
Experiencing any unnatural drippage? Perfectly normal side effect of thawing.
I'm
assure
sorry.
you.
Unnatural
Excuse me,
strippage? And now we return to your regular scheduled programming.
You got a minute? Hey, Captain. I heard that Groundbreaker's got a real good engineer. A lady named Junlei Tennyson.
I guess we're gonna just start into this episode very abrupt. Yeah, it's just me for this one. What about her?
I was thinking that maybe I ought to meet her. If you got time to swing us by, I mean. I don't got much experience fixing actual spaceships. I bet you a can of Borston beans she could teach me all manner of stuff.
Sure. We can head over to engineering now.
Thanks, Captain. I'll be sure to make it worth your time. Did you want to talk about something else?
Did you learn trade from your father? It sounds like when you talk to Reed.
Mostly, yeah. I lived in the maintenance office near all my life. Mr. Thompson never let me forget how funny that was.
I don't see the humor.
He meant funny as in odd. It's not normal for anyone to do as their parents. You take a vocational test. That decides your schooling and your career. When I tested out for maintenance, everyone figured it was on account of my dad. They were real unhappy with us.
But you actually are good at this, and you enjoy it.
Well, I'm good at making things work the way they ought. Not so much at doing such to somebody else's schedule. There's times I'm working deep in the guts of a loader, getting it all running perfect. Then I look up, see it's tomorrow, and I've blown another deadline. Anyhow, I was happy to get back home. I didn't care much for schooling.
After school, you move straight back to Edgewater?
Yep, nothing much had changed. Everything was a little grayer, a little dirtier. Dad met me at the shuttle and gave me a big old hug. I noticed straight away that he was moving slower and stiffer. He made a little grunt when I squeezed.
Did you get much time with him after you got back from school?
About a year. I tried to do more of the work so he could rest. His heart gave him pains. Dad never said that he loved me, you know? I knew on account of him showing it. How he'd stay up late to help with my projects or listen to my fretting. Oh gosh. Look at the time. Sorry to bend your ears so long. And I got so much to do before this ship's in decent shape.
Yeah, we're back with the Outer Worlds. Oh. cool. Welcome, Captain. Message from Alex Hawthorne. Unread message. List. Bedford. From Udom Wingman's Wingman. Bedford. Alex Wingman. Hawthorne. What the fuck? Anyway. Subject thank you. Oh, I forgot to mention in my previous message, silly me. I'm mailing you a copy of my favorite serial, The Space Adventures of Singularity, Steel. It's about a dashing space pirate with a heart of, well, steel. It's not exactly board approved, so don't you go showing it around to your space buddies. I hope it will amuse you while you're out adventuring. Any similarities to a certain someone are entirely intentional. Udom. The unreliable message terminal authorization login sequence. Welcome, Captain. Log 1. Captain's note SW001 shrink ray. Note to self, remember this later, no better. Ada reminded me weekly to check this log until I tell you to stop. Yes, I mean continuously. No, Ada, I am not dead. No, Ada, not if I'm dead. Why would you even ask me that? Back to my point, I saw in actuality, with my own 2 eyes, a sublimely powerful weapon in Wells' lab, just sitting there for the taking. If the gray hair were to look away or forget about it, maybe. Or if I had asked a smidgen more nicely. He called it a shrink ray, but wouldn't let me test the claim after I lost my temper. Said he was inspired to create the thing by achievements of other scientists who dared to push the boundaries of human knowledge and decency laws. I had heard rumors of fantastical weapons like this one, weapons that push the boundaries of the mind and science cutting edge. But I figured they were just stories. To be honest, laying eyes on Wells' shrink ray firsthand is enough to make a fellow wonder if there's more to rumors, more to be had. Alex Hawthorne. Captain's note, SW Science Weapon. Science Weapon 2, Hammer Power. The last time I got sloshed, I mean, was embitting at the last hope on the Groundbreaker. Look, Udom was really free with the drinks. He seemed like an okay fellow. I shamelessly, but subtly, eavesdropped on 2 Mardettes, yammering on about a mad scientist some years back who claimed he made a huge discovery that would change the fate of the colony, like none of us have ever heard that one before. But here is the good part. If I can speak, if I can read. The Mardettes said the mad scientist kept yelling about hammer's power, or something similar. A strange weapon with special power created by a crazy lab coat sure fits the bill. It could have been another one of the weapons that inspired Wells. Captain's notes, Science Weapon 3, Black Market leads. Why won't Wells just give the shrink ray to me? Blast him to the depths of the labyrinth on Tartarus and back. Let the record show I did apologize for shouting him down. What? I did apologize for shouting him down 5 times, but architect be damned, it's just sitting there, neglected and gathering dust. I should have commandeered it and thanked him without asking permission, or breaking expensive equipment when he said it wasn't ready yet. And that even if it were, he couldn't entrust it to someone like me. What does that even mean, I ask? That's... I'm not trustworthy enough? That I'd use it to wipe out the good, hard-working folks of the colony like some sort of moralist psycho? I'll admit to maintaining some questionable associations, but I follow a strict code of me, myself, and mine. What's not to respect in that? Exactly. Now I have to wait until Wells forgets or thinks he's misplaced it. In the meanwhile, I have been tracking down additional rumors pertaining to other of these science weapons through Halcyon. If gossip holds true, my next step will be to check with the black market merchants on the Groundbreaker and in Fullbrook. Alex Hawthorne. Alright, we're back. I just had to do a little bit of housekeeping. But...
We'll be here, Captain. Or will we? Haha. Just a little joke for you.
Thank you, Ada. Thank you. Alright.
Hey, Captain. I'm in space.
That's not the point. This hackman just knocked out one of my workers.
Yeah, with a toss-ball stick. I heard you the first time. There weren't any witnesses.
No witnesses. He's not even denying it.
Jackass had it coming.
Shut it, Felix. You're not making this any better.
You get you with me again, you little backbait rat, I will toss you out an airlock.
This is the Groundbreaker, not Byzantium. You ain't the law here. I am. Now move along.
I don't have time for this.
So, what was that about?
Going for a stroll around the docking base?
Yeah, more or less. I noticed you were in the middle of an argument earlier.
Sure was. Got a knack for upsetting the board and the Mardettes all at once. Between you and me, I was hoping they'd come to fisticuffs.
I'd like to hear your side. What happened?
I had this foreman, right? Guy never liked me, always trying to get a rise out of me. But I keep my chin up, right? Be the bigger man, I tell myself. He's a Spacer's chosen man, though. So when the Chosen beat my Rangers the other night, my foreman comes swaggering up with his head full of boasting.
And that's when you resolve differences like an adult, right?
That's when I broadsided him with a tossball stick. Yeah. Look, this was a long time coming. Guy thinks he can push me around because he's some sky-high foreman, and I'm just a back bay's dock worker. Well, former dock worker. Guess I just tendered my resignation.
Got any plans?
Enjoy my freedom. Scrounged together enough bits for a 0G. Other than that, can't say as I do. Hey, not for nothing, but I saw you wander out of that ship over there by the dock. Wouldn't happen to be yours, would it?
That's me, Captain of the Unreliable.
Captain of the Unreliable. You're like something out of a serial drama. Hey, I don't want to talk your ears off, guessing you got places to be. I appreciate your time.
I never caught your name. I'm Great Value Hulk.
Felix Millstone. Pleased to make your acquaintance.
See you around, Felix.
See you around, boss.
Alright.
Inspection, right this way. Identification, please.
My name is Great Value Hulk. It's my first time here.
You've got a ship, but you've never visited Groundbreaker. You must have just dusted off from one of those dirt-side outposts.
Sure did. And now we're in space.
Well, welcome to Groundbreaker. I'm sorry to tell you this, but I'm about to ruin your day. According to your ship's record, you've been flagged by the board. Your ship will be impounded until such a time as they see fit to lift it.
How do I get this resolved?
Take it up with Udom Bedford, our board representative here on Groundbreaker. His office is located along the starboard wall of the promenade. Shines like a Byzantium commode. Can't miss it.
Got it. Any idea why my ship was impounded?
Access to that information is above my pay grade, and I've turned down 3 promotions, so it stays that way. I shouldn't be mentioning it, but what the hell? This here, impounding your ship, doesn't happen much. The board knows we don't take kindly to their interfering in our operations. If I had to take a guess as to why, you must have riled up someone important.
Great. I'll go talk to him and straighten this out.
You take the starch out of him, well, you won't hear any complaints from me. Oh, and if you're headed that way, would you mind doing me a favor?
What? Sure.
Wanda Dorset over in sickbay, tell her the shipment's not in yet. It's not coming in anytime soon, and if she'd be so obliged to get off my ass about it.
Got it.
Much appreciated. Is there anything else I can help you with?
What can you tell me about Udon Bedford?
He's friendly enough unless you speak ill of the board. Get the sense he doesn't care for Groundbreaker much. Not that he would, being a board man and all. He's our liaison.
Sounds like a fun guy.
Really likes his cereals, too. Maybe a little too much. Bit of a weird bird, all told.
Don't see what's so wrong about liking cereals. They're fun.
Udon takes it to an unhealthy level.
Alright. See you around.
Seeing you.
I picked up this weird signal the other day. It was coming from Monarch.
Here we go again. No one lives on Monarch. It's a wasteland. You were hearing things.
No, seriously. There was a lot of static at first, but then this voice said his name was Graham?
Graham, right. Broadcasting on a dead world full of monsters. Now I've heard everything.
You know, it takes more muscles to frown than to smile.
Who told you that? Graham?
Asshole. There we go.
This is mock apple cider. A hard cider for a hard life.
Okay. It wouldn't be... We're just gonna put that away. Before I blow up the entire place. Freighter crew.
Go
Okay.
back to Byzantium, you gold-plated bastards.
Yeah, no one wants you on Groundbreaker.
Here, I'm just gonna hang in the back. Try not to touch me.
All right.
Interrupt your regularly scheduled advertisement for the following story. The board...
Ah, yes.
Okay.
Wheeler messaged me you were coming. He must be the captain of the Unreliable, a vessel that used to be helmed by one Alex Hawthorne. And you are not he. Has something happened to my favorite scruffy freelancer?
Alex is, dead. I'm gonna wring your scrawny neck, you sprat fuck! Give me back my ship!
Oh no, this is terrible. My dear friend, what devilry is this? In whose miserable fever dream am I trapped?
I'm sorry for your loss.
Oh, Alex. There were so many arguments we'd yet to have.
What was your relationship with Adam?
He was my dearest friend. My only friend. You have his ship, you must know. That picture of us on the promenade, me hugging him, him wincing. I keep a copy beside my bed. Did he?
Yep, she sure did.
That's just like him. Such a sentimental man. Tell me, how did he die?
he was eaten alive by feral canids.
How dreadful. That was always Alex's greatest fear, you know.
Ooh.
Devoured by those fiends.
We're not gonna tell him that I crashed my own pod into him by accident.
Droppings.
Again, I'm very sorry. Can we get back to the topic at hand?
Right. You're going important places, I'm sure. Big, exciting, important places. There, I've removed the flag from your ship. I'm terribly sorry for the inconvenience. However, before you go, Alex promised to tell me the location of Phineas Wells. I'm sure you've seen his wanted posters all over the colony. Did Alex tell you where Wells might be? Anything at all?
Why do you think I'd know anything about Phineas Wells?
Well, Alex knew, or he said he did. And you have his ship. Maybe he kept some records around, or a conveniently placed note on his bedside table?
Alex never mentioned Phineas Wells.
Well, that's just terrible news. Oh, what am I going to do now? The board will have my head. Oh, I'm sorry. This is terribly unprofessional of me. Is there anything else I might help you with?
What is it? It's about the board having your head?
It's personal business, I'm afraid. Miserably, terribly personal.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Information on the whereabouts of Phineas Wells would go a long way. It's my white whale, I suppose.
I can't tell you where Wells is.
It's fine. Really, it's perfectly fine. I understand. Now, if you've nothing else, please see yourself out. I'd like to drown myself in work.
We're leaving. We did it, Parvati! We did it! We can leave the Groundbreaker!
Have you seen this man? Reward offered for information leading to the capture of noted terrorist Phineas Wells. Report any sightings to your local board embassy. CNP near Maple Syrup.
Are you listening to me?
Hello?
You can't get me out of there.
Please don't make a scene, Dr. Fenhill.
I am not making a scene.
Am I interrupting something?
Something I can help you with?
Can I buy supplies from you? You seem well stocked.
Dispensation from Chief Jun Lei, I fear. Supplies are hard to come by out here.
How do you mean?
We don't have the ability to manufacture our own medical supplies here on Groundbreaker. Regrettably, we are dependent on the board for such mundane items as bandages and antibiotics, as well as more critical resources like adequately trained staff. We'd nearly signed a supply agreement with Anti-Cleos, but they demanded we only use their branded drugs, and that's simply not tenable.
See you around.
Take care.
I'm sorry. Am I causing a scene? See, Umfuru? We could have avoided all this unpleasantness if you just let me talk to Jesse in the first place.
What's this about your friend?
Let me get one thing straight. Jesse and I are not friends. I just owe her, okay? As for the rest, I'm trying to figure that out. All I know is that she's been here too long, and she's apparently not receiving visitors.
Wait, you don't even like her, but you're checking in on her?
You say that like it's weird.
It is weird. It's none of my business. I was just curious.
I just don't like to leave a debt unpaid, that's all.
Maybe I can look on Jesse?
Be my guest. If you know something I don't about dealing with hospital bureaucracy, I'll be impressed.
Oh, I can go in here. Let's let's be very, very quiet. I can't pick. Fuck. Okay, let me check the map. Okay. Oh. Wait. Alright.
You ever wonder if maybe folks keep doors closed for a reason?
Maybe.
To the last rat is on rotten time. Leave me in peace. You hull-headed quacks do know that restful recuperation requires not being disturbed, don't you?
Ellie sent me.
Right. Everything's fine. We're all fine here. No need for her to be worrying her pretty little head about me. I'm just terrible, dreadful.
You think she's pretty?
Got a cough that won't quit and sores all over my body. Highly, lethally contagious. But I'll be fine, so long as I'm left alone.
Open the door before I kick it down.
Send a bruiser after me. Damned if I don't rue the day I saved her scrawny little hide. Inadvertently, I befriended a bloodhound in the process. Alright, okay. We can discuss this like the level-headed folk that we are. Seems I've got to do something before Ellie goes jabbering my business to anyone with one ear and an intent to listen.
The truth is, I'm not sick. But if you repeat what I'm about to tell you to anyone, I will deny it with my dying breath. You, ain't with the board, are you? See, I owe them
No.
a lot. I might have missed a payment or two. And the other night, I swear someone was following me back to my room. So I hold up here to lay low.
What did you do that got you in trouble?
What? No, I didn't do anything. I'm a law-abiding denizen of this ship, I swear.
Yet you think the board has someone follow you, and now you're hiding out.
Think? No. I recognize a contracted killer when I see one, thank you. In my line of work, that's a skill you develop during week 1. Assuming you want to keep breathing. Alright, I'll fess this part up too. If it means you'll help me. I'm a thief. I specialize in particularly high-end and historically valuable items. 3 weeks back, I caught rumor that the blood-tier diamond, last worn by an heiress on the Lost Hope, had surfaced for the first time in 70 years.
So you stole it.
If I had, you think I'd be hiding out in the med bay? I was gonna steal it, lined up Udom as my buyer. He paid half up front to finance the operation. Let's just say things went sideways about the time I got my hands on the diamond, and it crumbled to stardust in my palm. Anywho, I barely made it out with my life, and nary a plan to make back Udom's deposit I'd spent.
Ellie asked me to help you, so that's what I plan to do.
Udom Bedford's the board guy on the station. He'd know how I stand with them. If you can square things for me, I'd owe you one even bigger than Ellie owes me.
I'll talk to Udon for you.
Thanks for helping me with the board. You're a real pal. Or I guess I should say, Ellie is one, huh?
Yeah.
What? What's that noise?
Nothing at all.
Keep your hands to yourself.
Alright.
Any word on Jesse?
She's in debt to the board and thinks someone's after her. I'll handle it.
Good luck. The board's got an office on the promenade just before engineering. You can't miss it.
Yep. I know. You know how I know? Because I had to go there. Alright, I didn't think we were going to come back here.
This is Halcyon News.
How do you do? Ah, how might I assist you?
I'm here about Jessie Doyle. I want her debt settled.
Miss Doyle owes the board a significant sum. Alas, the only collateral she has is her organs. Compulsory donation is quite legal in such cases.
She's worth more alive than dead. Put her under any indentured contract.
That's not unreasonable.
I guess it's better than losing your organs, but I don't know, Captain. It just doesn't seem right.
Miss Doyle is deeply in debt, and the board has every right to do whatever they like to recoup that debt. What guarantee do I have that she'll agree to the terms you negotiate?
She's hiding in sickbay, avoiding assassins. I'm sure she'll prefer work.
You might be surprised. But we'll proceed on the assumption she'll be reasonable. I will recall my collection agent. Tell Miss Doyle to report to me promptly for her first assignment. Now, is there anything else you need, or can I return to my work?
We're leaving. Okay. This was a eventful episode. So eventful. But that seems to be the case with these, with the Outer Worlds episodes. So I'm going to I'm gonna end this here while this abomination is just staring me in my face. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Click like, subscribe, and make sure to click that bell icon so you get notified for whenever we upload any videos. And once again, I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.